Hello there, everybody. It is I, Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. In the last episode, we defeated Galactic Commander Mars over at Lake Verity, and we stopped Team Galactic's invasion of Twinleaf Town, and then we went here into Mount Coronet and explored a new area of Mount Coronet, including a room suspiciously filled with fog. We got some good items, and we found this little pond over here, in which I told you there was a very rare Pokemon. We were unable to find it last time, but in the time since I've been, since the last recording, I actually searched around a bit, and I found not a Barboach, but something else. Like I said, there are only 4 tiles in this entire body of water over here that will produce this particular Pokemon. That's what makes it rare, not the encounter rate. And of course, that Pokemon is Phoebus. Phoebus is only found on 4 tiles in this entire body of water. Those tiles change every single day. So it wasn't just a matter of being able to find those tiles, it was also a matter of being able to find those tiles and then be able to record before that particular day was over, before it became, midnight the following day, because then the tile would regenerate. But once you find a Phoebus tile, the Phoebus are generated at a 50% encounter rate, so we're actually going to catch a few of them here right now. You can see it is the fish Pokemon. It is a shabby and ugly Pokemon, however, it is very hardy and can survive on little water. We will not be giving this a nickname. We're going to fish, maybe try to catch a couple more of them. Just because, like I said, 50% encounter rate, the tile will change at the end of the day, so, if you want to catch a Phoebus and you find a tile, catch as many Phoebus as you want then and there, because, well, you're going to have a hard time finding them after that. So yeah, you can search. You can search for shinies. You can search for specific gender, specific nature, IVs, things like that. Although IVs in the wild, you're probably just better off breeding for those. Anyway, you saw that I had that not even a nibble, which brings up another point. So in the last episode, I wasn't sure about the abilities Sticky Hold and Suction Cups when they started having an effect on fishing. And the answer is it started with Pokemon Emerald version. And another clarification that I'd like to make is you need to have that Pokemon in the front of your party, and you need to... wow, did the tile change? It shouldn't have. No, in either case, if the tile did change, I'm very glad that I caught the Phoebus when I did. But yeah, you need to have that Pokemon in front of your party, and it doesn't completely get rid of the not even a nibble, so I thought that it did completely get rid of that, but it just increases the accuracy of finding a Pokemon, of having a Pokemon on the hook. So that's, that's just a couple of clarifications based on that. My goodness, 50% encounter rate. Yeah, right, sure. But yeah, there's no reason. I mean, you can see my clock down there. It's 11:53, according to the DS clock, so there's no reason that it should have changed. Well, okay, I'll try to fish one more time, and if I can't find another Phoebus, then I will assume shenanigans happened. I may come back here later and try to catch a few more Phoebus, but I'm not gonna spend 30 minutes just trying to catch more. Here we go, okay. So there's another Phoebus. We'll catch it, we'll have a little fun. Well, no, we're not going to use the netball right out. I probably could, because I think it's got a fairly high catch rate, but we've got Stun Spore, we might as well use the Stun Spore. There we go. And it's got spot. Yeah, so Phoebus seems like another Magikarp, and you'd wonder why it's not. Well, if you're wondering why Phoebus is a good Pokemon at this point in time, I really can't help you because, you know, Phoebus debuted in Generation 3. We're all the way in Generation 8 by now. So, you know, if you don't know what's good about Phoebus, then you're not going to know. Again, no nickname. And why not? We'll try to we'll catch one more if we can. Not even a nibble. Darn. There we go. Alright, hopefully this is another Phoebus. Yes, yes it is. And you can see, you know, level 18. Relatively low level. I think that's just because the range of levels that the Good Rod can catch Pokemon at, but... And, of course, Stun Spore misses. You use Tackle. Do not poison. Good. Although, I mean, I'd throw the net ball anyway, because that would give me another... You know, that would give me the adder, so... And you can see it's very weak. You know, it's I mean, it is only level 18, so 1 HP is the minimum damage its attack can do. But yeah, it's not exactly a very powerful Pokemon, but the reason that I'm catching a bunch of these is I want to see if I can catch one with a good nature. I may end up using this for Pokemon contests later on. So yeah, we've caught a few Phoebus. Like I said, I may off-screen come back and catch a few more of them. Anyway, I'm going to go to my key items, and I am going to register my bicycle, because I cannot tell you how many times in between the recording that I just kept hitting the Y button because I'm so used to it being my bicycle. Anyway, I'm going to scroll to my dowsing machine, because I'm pretty sure there's hidden items hanging around, although not over here. There should be one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right over here. That is a yellow shard. If we go in here, you can see this room is kind of tinted blue. It looks a little curious. In the middle of the room, you've got a never melt ice. And up here, you got a nugget. But it seems like there isn't really a big purpose for this room. And yet it feels like there should be. Ah, well, I'm probably just imagining things. Maybe we'll be back there a little later. But, more importantly, we go out this way, and we're free from Mount Coronet and en route 216. Hooray. Oh, by the way, I think I'll just show you. You know, here's my team. Should be the same as the last episode. It's Splurb and the PC. But just figured I'd show you. Anyway, we're going to take the high route first. I believe there's an item over here. And this route is covered in snow, so it's typical that I just re-engaged my bicycle and I can't even use it. Over there was a hidden PP up. Yeah, see, can't even use my bicycle at this point, which is very sad. I don't like snow in real life. I don't like snow in this video game. Snow kind of acts a lot like the bog in Pastoria City, where there are areas where you can run on the snow when it's not packed deeply down, but there are areas that you're just going to have to slog through. Over there is a full heal. And if we come on over here, we've got this trainer. To be ready to answer any call, to be ready to accept any challenge, that is the way of the trainer. If you say so. Oh, I guess while we're battling this ace trainer, I do want to apologize. So in the last episode, you heard, the last couple of episodes actually, you would have heard a little bit of jingling as I was recording. I'll explain that in a moment, but I think before that I do need to explain, on this particular route, and really any snowy route, it's going to be hailing, as you saw at the beginning of this battle. Hail will damage all non-ice type Pokemon at the end of each turn, and that's not great. So yeah, you see here the hail continues to fall, and it damages Masquerose. And you've got a Rapidash, which I will not... yeah, I'm not going to underestimate that. Switch on over to Punguin. Punguin, unfortunately, being part Steel type, will take neutral damage, and I hope it can survive this Fire Blast. It is relatively specially defensive. Yeah, took that like a champ. Not that Rapidash is an incredibly, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not a very specially offensive Pokemon. Another Fire Blast over there. And one Surf should take care of that. And if it doesn't, maybe the Hail will KO you. Maybe I'll Aqua Jet. Nah, Surf took care of it. But yes, anyway, about that jingling. So, there are some things that you forget about in between, you know, when you haven't recorded for a couple of months or so. You know, that jingling also appears in the first episode of the series, and that's because, you know, I wear my grandfather's World War II dog tags in his memory, and, you know, when I move around, those kind of jingle. So, normally when I record, I take those off, you know, after I listened to the first episode, and there was just a lot of jingling. Oh yeah, eat Snowball, punk. So now you're not even battling me, you're just throwing snowballs at me, which is just very childish for an Ace Trainer. Anyway, so yeah, normally I take those off, can find a revive over there, but I hadn't recorded in a while, so I got out of the habit, and, you know, I was recording in a different place, and things were all just very strange and unusual, and, you know, just, I mean, it's not terribly annoying, it's not too broken. Anyway, come back here, take the low route, and you find this trainer. I'm an elite battler, but the cold is my nemesis. I think this guy starts out with an Ambipom, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, an Ambipom. So that's the evolved form of Apom, which is kind of interesting. Let's use a Giga Drain on you, unless you may use Fake Out. Oh, no, you're using U-Turn. Okay, that's interesting. That poisoned you, which is fun. What's your other Pokemon? Porygon 2, huh? Okay, probably going to that because you've got Psychic move or a Bug move or something on it. But you're going to take the full damage from that Giga Drain. You're going to take some Hail. Of course, I'm going to take a little Hail too, but I think even if you've got a Psychic move, I should be able to take care of you. Because I should be relatively close to full health. Yeah, that's good. Oh, you're using Recover. Boo! Well, that could get annoying. Just barely not KOing you because of the Hail. This would be a time, if I still had growth, this would be a good time to use it. Hopefully, because you're over half HP right now, you don't use Recover. And then I can take you out next turn. No, you keep using Recover, you jerk! Well, this is horrible. And going nowhere fast. Alright, you know what? You're probably going to Recover again. Because you're assuming that I'm going to attack you. I'll switch to Juniper. I know if you have that Psychic attack, it's still going to damage Juniper, but... yeah, see, I predicted the Recover. Juniper is going to be able to take you out quickly. Juniper is going to be able to take that Ambipom out quickly. Now, you're especially... well, actually, no, you're pretty bulky in general, so... it's probably overkill, but... close combat, just because I'm sick of looking at you. Porygon 2, incredible Pokemon. I mean, you could see right there, it would have outstalled Masquerose's Giga Drain. you did have poison points, so you could have potentially poisoned my Juniper, but you did not, because you traced that. But that's one of the reasons why I do love Porygon too. So that's good. And your Ambipom is already poisoned. We'll Brick Break you, because I know that you're not very defensive at all. This will hurt, because I'm at -1 defense. If I did still have Masquerose out, and if it wasn't already poisoned, each of those hits from double hit would have a chance of activating that poison point, so that would have been pretty good, but that single U-turn took care of it, and there we go. Ambipom goes down. And we should recover off some HP from that, very good. Alright, we defeated Ace Trainer Blake, but how? Am I weak at battling too? No, I'm just incredibly strong. And yeah, I don't like the cold either. We'll switch Porygon to the front just because I liked watching that guy's Porygon 2 battle. And I believe if we come over here, we're right back at the entrance, so that'll be fine. Go over here. By the way, this would be where you would catch Wild Snover. This would be where you catch Sneasel. Snover would be the cornerstone if you were looking for a Hail team, which I don't know why you ever would be, but that is your Hail summoner. It has the ability Snow Warning, which will automatically summon Hail no matter what, and that is still infinitely lasting Hail until it gets overwritten by another weather condition. Chlorophyll is worthless here because this is Hail, not Sunlight. Good Ice Beam will take care of you, though, so that's nice. Yeah, that should be Tropius down. Perfect. And we defeated Ace Trainer Laura, gaining a good amount of experience in the process. And we'll put Grim to the front, because that was a good battle for Porygon. But it actually does occur to me, we haven't seen Grim battle in a while either. No, you know what? That's a trainer that uses Ice types. I know that's a trainer that uses Ice types. So we'll switch Juniper to the front. There we go. Are you a novice or around mid-level? Well, that depends on what you're talking about. There are a lot of things that I would be a complete novice at, but there are also things that I'm very good at. And there are things that I'm relatively middle of the road at. Anyway, he's got a Sneasel. Sneasel is a very good physical sweeper. Beat Up. I don't know why the heck you would use Beat Up. You only get one attack out of it. So Beat Up, it's a dark type move, but it basically gets one attack for every Pokemon in your party, including that Pokemon. So if you had a party of 6, maybe it would have been worth something, but anyway, Sneasel is a very fast physical attacker. It's a physical sweeper. I believe it has access to the moves Ice Punch and Ice Shard. So that's good. Both of them are very well. Ice Punch is a fairly powerful physical Ice-type attack, which complements its stats. And Ice Shard is useful for the few Pokemon that outspeed it, because it is still a physical damaging move. It gets priority. This guy over here starts out with a Mr. Mime. So I started out with Grim over here. If I'm remembering correctly, that Mr. Mime has dual screens. So yeah, started out with the Reflect, so Ominous Wind is going to do more damage up front just because that's not been... Hey, very good. Yeah, it's just because it hasn't raised its special defense. And so I do need to keep in mind that Reflect stays up despite the fact that Mr. Mime is down, but did not get a chance to raise the special defense, so we'll keep going with that Ominous Wind. Yeah, that Scyther's X-Scissor does neutral damage because Dark type would be weak to it normally. Alright, Ominous Wind is doing a decent amount of damage. And Gets knocked around a bit by the hail. We'll Ominous Wind one more time. Anyway, Mr. Mime and Scyther are actually pretty good Pokemon. I wonder what his third one is going to be. Alright, that's a hail, which is great. Dusclops. Dusclops is also a pretty good Pokemon. Very defensive ghost type, although it is a pure ghost type, unlike my Grim, which is a fairly defensive ghost dark type. Oh, it lived. I did not expect it to live. Well, you can see because of that pressure, well, I would say you could see because of that, but anyway, it got taken out by the hail, which is great. That was an excellent battle. Yeah, you can see because, well, you can see because of that pressure, I don't have any more Ominous Winds. But do not fret. You know, I know my team is looking a little ragged over here. Do not fret, because over here we have... Well, I should have read the sign first. It is the Snowbound Lodge, a warm bed and little else, but out here in the middle of nowhere, where it's cold and snowy, who needs anything more than just a warm bed? And you can go here to take a rest, or you can talk to this guy. Yahoo! This lodge has seen better days, but relax, make yourself at home. And so we do, and that heals up our team. If we talk to this lady over here, I don't have the ability, I don't have thick fat like some Pokemon. That's why I'm bundled up in layers of thick clothes. Incidentally, do you know what the ability Thick Fat does? Yes, in fact, I do. She explains it if you don't know, but I explained that when we were dealing with Mars's Per Ugly. Anyway, let's go through here. And if we come on up here, we are now on Route 217. And who is this? I recognize that pink-haired girl. It's Maylene. Oh, NG. Are you maybe on your way to Snow Point City? That's where I'm going, too. If I use Fly, I can get there instantly, but I'm walking for my training. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. Achoo! Gesundheit. Oh, that was nothing. Really, I'm not cold at all. I'll be going now. Please take care. And she walks completely barefoot into a massive blizzard. That's, very smart there. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, this next guy has an Electabuzz and a Magmar. So, starting out with Juniper, I know Juniper's not great against the Magmar, but, well, I don't have Splurb, which would be good against both. Anyway, that's Electabuzz. I'm gonna try a Brick Break on this thing, see if that can take care of it. Oh, it's using Thunderbolt. Give it a Thunderbolt. Maybe that'll paralyze me? No. Maybe your static will paralyze me? Or maybe I'll one-hit KO you anyway, even though Brick Break is... Yeah, there we go. Hey, critical hit. Okay, good. Can the static paralyze me? No. Alright, well, let's see. Do I want to try taking on that Magmar with my Juniper? I think if I... I mean, close combat should easily one-hit KO. If Brick Break took out that... Oh, I'm faster. I did not actually expect to be faster, but yay. Well, okay then. I don't know why I was too worried about that. Magmar goes down. I'm burned. I could choose to keep that and have the Guts boost, but really out here with the Hail also taking out my HP... we'll see. I mean, let me switch my team around a bit. Like, I'll put, I think I'll put Masquerose back to the front. Make up my mind about Juniper probably later. Anyway, we go up here, and one thing I don't like about this route, it's a very big, open route, and There's a lot of hidden items, and it's, I mean, you can kind of tell because of the snow. It's really difficult to find anything here. Anyway, I know for a fact that there's a revival herb around here, and I believe this is it. Yes, that looks about right. There is also an item over here, but of course there is also this guy. Poof! You've got a good eye spotting. Actually, I did not spot you. I was looking for the item. But I guess we'll have to battle, and oh dear, a Golbat. Well, you're probably going to go for a flying move, not a poison move, unfortunately, but Penguin should be able to tank that pretty well. Oh, no, you went with Mean Look. So, that's perfectly fine by me. I do not wish to escape from this battle because Penguin will take you out. And the hail animation goes on for a while. Unfortunately, Ice-type moves don't get a good boost from hail. You know, I know that for sunny day and for sunny conditions, Fire-type moves get a boost, Water-type moves get powered down, MEtagross, well, and then for rain, Water-type moves get a boost, and Fire-type moves get nerfed, but no, Ice-type moves don't get a boost here, other than Blizzard being 100% accurate. Anyway, MEtagross grows to level 46. And we defeated Ninja Boy Matthew. You also saw through my weak spots. Mainly that you have only a single Pokemon. Alright, so that is an Ultra Ball. Let's see. I wish I could have a bird's eye view of this route. That is an Ice-type trainer up there, so... You know what? We'll switch Juniper to the front with the burn. I may come to regret that, but you gotta live life a little. And then over here, you can find a Nugget and Slog down here. I do not like these deep piles of snow. Rainy days make me feel blue, but the instant it starts to snow, I'm happy as can be. You and I are polar opposites. I like the rain, and I absolutely abhor snow. Anyway, you've got a Snorunt. Snorunt did gain a new evolution in this game. And since your Snorunt is a female, you can actually get that evolution. But not if I keep fainting your well, okay, it's a stone evolution, so all you'd need to do is find the stone. Anyway, gain back some of that HP, and should grow to level 46 here. Fantastic. Or, sorry, 47 here. Fantastic. There's Skier Madison. The conditions weren't very good indeed. Not yet, no. I don't even have that move, although for those of you who are taking a look at the bottom, you know, at my goals for this time, you will see that I am looking to at least get that HM. By the way, if we actually went on that previous route, there were some items that we couldn't get yet because we don't have Rock Climb, including a fairly good, a very good, oop, there's an item there. Here, there's a full heal. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Including a very good TM, but, yeah, I mean, I'm not in a particular rush to get that TM, just because, well, it's one that you could get from the game corner, and lo and behold, I already got it. Anyway, Penguin over here is also pretty good against ice types, especially with its Flash Cannon. So we will use that Flash Cannon. Snover over here is part Grass type, but so our water moves won't do anything. Although that does mean that our Ice type moves will do neutral damage to it, which is kind of amusing. But that's Good Penguin grows to level 47, which is fantastic. Good boost to that special attack stat over there. And there's another Snover. Like I said, if there was no hail on this route, Snover's Snow Warning would kick in and would automatically summon hail, which out of all the weather conditions, out of all the different types of weather, hail is just the least versatile. I mean, it does do damage to all non-ice types. It does increase Blizzard's accuracy to 100%. I believe it also does decrease Solar Beam's power. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. And there are some specific abilities that that benefit from ice. Like there's there's one where it increases your evasion. There's some that actually heal you. But that's beside the point. Where am I? Well, actually, that is a very good question, is where am I? That is a very, very good question, and that is a question that I often find myself asking on this particular route, because you're always walking around wondering where you are, what you're doing, and all of a sudden you find an iron. Which is okay. That does increase the defensive stat of your Pokemon. If I'm not mistaken, there's another item somewhere around these trees. Yes. See, I try to... Oop, I'm standing right on it. There's an Ultra Ball over there. And... let's see, is there another ninja somewhere around here? I don't think there is, but... I think there is another ninja somewhere around here. I can never remember where. It doesn't matter. Somewhere around here. Oh, here's an item. It is the TM07 Hail. And if we go over here, there is a protein which will increase your attack. Another good vitamin. TM07 Hail summons Hail. You've seen the effects of Hail ever since we've stepped foot outside of Mount Coronet. So, oop, there's another item down here. Over here? No, one more down. That is an iron. So there are 2 irons here. Oop! There's another ninja, huh? There are several clans of ninja. Are you from the Iga clan or the Koga? Koga? Well, it's not Koga, because Koga's spelled differently. I don't know. I'm not any kind of ninja. I'm just me. Oh, I forgot to switch Penguin from the front. Oh well, Penguin will take care of this anyway. Let's surf. Although I think we did that a lot already. What was it? 3 full episodes of pretty much nothing but surfing? That's always fun. Anyway, buffeted by the hail, and Golbat over here, so I guess it's a good thing Penguin is here anyway. We'll Ice Beam that. Perfect. And that takes care of the Golbat. And we defeated Ninja Boy Ethan. Without even being a ninja. I wonder why everyone stops being a ninja when they grow up. I don't know. Well, Koga didn't. Anyway, there seems to be a house over here. Not gonna go in it yet. I think there's an item somewhere around here. Yes. Over here there is a max repel. And then over here there is HM08 rock climb. Right here behind this guy's house. And if we actually go into this guy's house, which I think we will... While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped an HM. If I still had that hidden move rock climb, I'd be able to scale sheer cliffs. Hey, what's this? You found the hidden machine? But I'd already given it up for lost, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. And he gives us the Icicle Plate. 2 beings of time and space. Yeah, we're already at the point where we're repeating that. That Icicle Plate. I found that under the snow as well. I'm no expert, but it looks to be of ancient origin. Even as old as the time when Sinnoh came into being. So yeah, this guy. We find his HM, we try to return it to him. He won't even take it. It's ours now. So that's nice. Yeah, we've been going on for a little while. There's still a bit to this route that we need to take care of. So I think that's a pretty good stopping point. I've set out and done everything that I was looking to do this time. So I'm going to save right here instead of staving inside the hiker's nice warm house. But I will see you all next time.